Hello from Varma. I hope all of you are fine. I'm extremely happy to share the schedule of the Navarathri Festival coming up in October. The Navarathri Mandapam, which is adjacent to the Sri Padmanabha Swami temple, there's a temple pond, Padmatirtham. Next to that is the Navarathri Mandapam. The concerts are held there. Normally the concerts last 2.5 hours, starting at 6 p.m. sharp and finishing at 8:30 p.m. sharp. The timing is maintained very strictly. In fact, many things are maintained very strictly there because it's a traditional festival that's been happening for several centuries. So some things are very rigid even now. But once every 3 years, the festival, the Utsavam at the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple and the Navaratri clash, and they happen at the same time. So the same Tantri, the same priest has to officiate first at the Padmanabha Swami temple, finish the rituals and then come to Navarathri Mandapam. Because of which, once every 3 years, the concerts get extended by half an hour. So instead of 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., the concerts would be from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. except on the last day. The very last day, the 9th day of Navaratri, the concert would be from 6 to 8:30 p.m. So there are many people who love attending these concerts, and the musicians also, we love singing for 3 hours. So for the artists as well as music lovers, every time we wait for these once in 3 years festival so that we can have a bonanza 3-hour concert, 6 to 9. But there is one set of people who just come for darshan. Once the concert is finished and there's an arati, then the mandapam is vacated and some people come for darshan, many of whom have absolutely nothing to do with music. So for them, it's an inconvenience that their darshan time will be postponed by half an hour. So, but that happens only once every 3 years. So this year is a 3-hour concert year except the last day. And the schedule, I'm sharing this now itself so that it's only August. You still have 2 months to plan a trip to Thiruvananthapuram. It will be nice if you come for all 9 concerts because each concert would be different from the other. But you can pick and choose your favorites also. So the festival begins on Monday, the 12th of October. This also, sometimes because of some astrological calculations and variations, we fix the program and suddenly the whole festival gets shifted by one day. That this has happened in the past. So this year, as far as I know, I have been informed that definitely there is no change. The first day is Monday, the 12th of October. The main kriti for each day is fixed, and the first day is Shankarabharanam, Devi Jagajanani, and the musicians would be Sri Sanjay Subramaniam, Sri S. Varadarajan, Neyveli Sri Venkatesh, and Alathur Sri Rajaganesh. The second day would be Tuesday, the 13th of October. The main kriti would be Pahimam Sri Vagishwari in Kalyani, and the musicians would be Srimati Rathika Kannan with Sri Anand Vishwanathan, Nanjil Sri Arul, and Adichanallur Sri Anil Kumar. The third day would be the 14th of October, Wednesday. The main kriti would be Devi Pavane in Saveri. I would be the singer, Varma, and I would have Sri S.R. Vinu, Sri B. Harikumar, Dr. S. Karthik, and Tirunakkara Sri Ratish playing with me. Thursday, the 15th, would be the 4th day of the festival. The main kriti would be Bharati Mamava in Todi. The musicians would be Amruta Venkatesh singing with L. Ramakrishnan, Arjun Ganesh, Dr. S. Karthik, and Payanur Govinda Prasad. Friday, the 16th, would be the 5th day of the festival. The main kriti would be Janani Mamava in Bhairavi. This would be an instrumental concert. It would be a Chitraveena concert by Chitraveena Ganesh. So Chitraveena Ganesh accompanied by Sri R. Madhavan, Nanjil Sri Arul, Udupi Sridhar, Paravur Gopakumar on the Moharshank. Then the two lucky artists who get the weekend would be the mostly the maximum attended concerts. So the Saturday concert, 17th of October, would be by Abhilash Venkatachalam, accompanied by Sri S.R. Vinu, Palakkad Mahesh Kumar and Paravur Gopakumar. Sunday, it would be, the main Kriti would be Janani Pahi in Shuddha Saveri. So Shuddha Saveri, the singer would be Dr. Sridev Rajagopalan, accompanied by Sri S.R. Mahadev Sharma, Yashwant Hampi Holi and Perukav Sudhir on the Khatam. This brings us to Natakuranji, which would clash with the Palli Veta in Sri Padmanabha Swami Temple. So Natakuranji concert, instead of 6 to 9, it might even go on 6 to 9:15 p.m. And this would be a vocal concert. I have to specify vocal because the gentleman, Sri Mahadevan from Trivandrum, he is an accomplished Veena player also, and he has given a Veena concert here already. So it would be Mahadevan vocal concert with Thiruvananthapuram Sampath on the violin, Dr. G. Babu on the mridangam, and Thiruvananthapuram Sri Rajesh on the khatam. So Dr. G. Babu is coming all the way from Bahrain. So we have international representation also in this festival. And the final day, the main Kriti would be Pahi Parvata Nandini in Arabhi, and that concert would be from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And this is the only concert which features the Mangalam Bhujaga Shaino for the entire festival. This would be by the legend from Karnataka, Dr. T.S. Satyavati ma'am. So Satyavati ma'am would be accompanied by Anur Anantakrishna Sharma on the by Mathur Srinidhi on the violin, Anur Anantakrishna Sharma on the mridangam, and Bhagya Lakshmi on the Muharshank. So that is Namma Bengaluru team for the last day. As far as the festival goes, for those of you who have been there before, you know everything. I don't have to tell you anything. But last year, I took some videos from outside the Navarathri Mandapam through a small window and shared them on Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, you are welcome to search for my username, which is Prince Rama Varma, single name, and go back to last year, September, and then you can see these beautiful, beautiful clippings of Navaratri, which normally we don't get to see unless we are physically there. So the purpose of sharing those clips was to lure you, to tempt you to come and experience the Navaratri experience directly. So I don't think I'll be just posting videos every year. This is just a teaser to let you know this is happening, and something which has been happening in the same format more or less. I mean, some changes have happened. We have no idea how long more it will continue in this way. Like, I've seen so many beautiful things start and stop and end and whatever. So when it is still there, try and make it rather than later regret, oh, I wish I had come, like that. So I hope this will go on forever. That is a different thing. But Navaratri, speaking about Navaratri, the name Maharaja Swati Tirunal, we are familiar with that name largely thanks to the efforts of one single individual, being Amma Maharani Setu Parvati Bai, who was born at the end of the 19th century and who lived until 1983. So she did so much to popularize the compositions of Maharaja Swati Tirunal. Many were popular earlier, but we all have, there is this cycle of things going up and coming down. So after Maharaja's time, when Swati Tirunal was alive, Travancore was so rich culturally that, including the Tanjavur quartet, they say that half of Tanjore court was in Thiruvananthapuram. But after he passed away, though his own brother was accomplished, we have Ailyam Tirunal, who was an accomplished musician, we have Vishakhan Tirunal, who was an accomplished musician. So many luminaries were there, but Swadrinal has definitely there is something unique and special about him. And Amma Maharani, Setu Parvati Bai, she recognized that and kind of curated the whole Swati legacy as best as she could by inviting great legends from other samsthanams and getting them to popularize these songs outside Kerala. Then at that time, the Travancore broadcasting station, which became All India Radio later, so that was state owned by Travancore. So in radio, Amma Maharani would have musicians teaching Swati Kritis, Carnatic music lessons way back in 1930s, 40s. And the Navarathri concerts would be broadcast on the radio also. And because of the radio timing, the timing at the Navarathri Mandapam also became very, very strict, so that it should finish at 8:30 and a bell would ring. Even if you are halfway through the Anupallavi of a song and your mouth is open and bell rings, zip it. It used to be like that. So I remember so many concerts where the musicians would be looking at the watch and feeling really tense after 8:20, 8:25, 8:28, 8:29, like that. And when they finish on time and the bell rings, everybody is so happy with the happy ending. So now, of course, I have connection with the gentleman who rings the bell. So I tell the musician, just relax and sing. You conclude at 8:30, yes, but even if it becomes 10 seconds before or 40 seconds after, it's okay. Once you finish, I'll get the gentleman to ring the bell. So that stress element is much less now. One very, 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 very good thing which has been happening during the past 4-5 years is that the people, the officials who are responsible in the All India Radio Akashavani Thiruvananthapuram, I have been requesting this from the time YouTube came, but the last 4-5 years, the amazing thing is that All India Radio Thiruvananthapuram have been uploading the audio of the entire concert, 6 to 8:30, full concert on their YouTube channel. So until then, until 5 years ago, what happened was that 6 to 8:30 the concerts would happen and the main Kriti has to come. So the main Kriti would start soon after 7. So suppose it's Devi Jagadanni, Shankaraparanam. So soon after 7 o'clock, maybe one small song, then Shankaraparana Alapana by the violin, then Tanam, then the song, then the Naravel, then first speed Swaram, then second speed Swaram, Tanyavartanam. So with this Devi Jagadanni would occupy like 5 minutes past 7 until 8:25 or something. Then there will be one tukada or maybe two tukadas at the maximum. And from my age, 5 or 6, I have been attending all the concerts from start to finish. And so many times the first half would feature some really beautiful and amazing stuff. For example, Palghat Mani Iyer was not in favor of having a mic and he was not in favor of his Tanyavartanams coming on radio also. So there was this problem. So what he used to do is that he would play this amazing Tanyavartanam during the first half of the concert, which would not come on radio, and then play Namke Vaste Tanyavartanam for the main Kriti, like that. So I have heard these things live, and whenever the radio relay would come, every year Devi Jagadanni and Pahimam Sri Vageshwari and Devi Pavani and Bharati Mamo and Janni Mamo, the same 9 songs would come again and again, sung by different people. So I would, as a person who has always wanted more of Maharaja's exquisite compositions to come out into the public domain, I used to feel sad that the first half was not coming. So now, even if you've missed the concerts and even if you don't live in Kerala, anywhere in the world where you can access YouTube, you can hear all the 9 concerts fully. That's the audio part, but the actual experience of attending the concerts live, that is unparalleled. I'm not saying it is better or worse than any other place, but definitely it is very unique and special. So I hope many of you will make it for the entire festival. I remember hearing a talk by a descendant of Harikesanallur Mutaya Bhagavatar, who was very greatly responsible for compiling and collecting Maharaja's compositions. When Amma Maharani invited Mutaya Bhagavatar to Travancore Samsthanam, specifically to popularize Maharaja Swadrinal's composition, she said, I want Maharaja's compositions to be changed from Rajakiyam to Janakiyam. So from royal to populist. So she wanted it to spread among more and more people. Normally, if we look at Purandaradasa, Sangeeta Pitamaha Sri Purandaradasa, who was a multi-millionaire who left everything and became this devotee who sang so many songs which even small children can sing. Sri Tyagaraja, he used to do Unchavritti, and he had Utsava Sampradaya, Divya Namakritis, Sita Kalyana Vaibhogame, songs like that which everyone could sing. So many of these people, and Muthuswami Dikshitar, at a time where the caste hierarchy was so strong that the power of Bijaksharam, Mantraksharam was exclusive and available only to a few select people, Dikshitar would incorporate these powerful mantrams in his compositions so that whoever sang these compositions could get the benefit. So most of these great people, they have a similar way of thinking, which is inclusive, not exclusive. But somewhere along the line, because of the creativity, and we can sing complicated pallavis or sing very fast or do mathematical calculations or I don't know what, Carnatic music, classical music, creative music became more and more exclusive and trapped in its own ivory tower. And a normal person who loves music, film songs or devotional songs or whatever, if they find classical music boring, these people would look down upon them and say that is because they don't have the knowledge to appreciate this high level music. So I don't subscribe to that view. I feel something, my Manasika Guru Sri M.D. Ramanathan, he defined music, M-U-S-I-C, as morality, universality. So that is one key word, morality, universality, sincerity, individuality and creativity. So M-U-S-I-C. So I feel maximum people should imbibe and enjoy the good stuff that is going around rather than just keep it like that. But as I said, the venue, it becomes like a Hindu temple for those 9 days. The rest of the year it's locked up, nothing happens there. And in Kerala, Hindu temples, there are certain restrictions which I didn't make, but it is there. So dress code and whatever. So all that, the gentlemen have to remove their upper garment. Ladies have to wear a sari. Small girls have to wear a skirt, not churidar. None of this I made, but it is there. So if you come there and then realize that no, I don't want to take off my shirt, then it's better to listen on YouTube only. So I mainly wanted to give you the schedule and just give you a background of the festival for those of you who have not been there before. So please feel welcome to share this video and this information with your music loving friends, and I hope to see many of you there at the Navarathri Mandapam. Bye.